early 20s is when I really started hitting fitness hard. Pretty much growing up, I played all sports, did your basic workout, push-up, pull-ups, and so on in high school, but it wasn't until my early 20s that's when I really took it serious. I got certified first in 1999, so between 1999 and 2011, the present time. So that's a total of 12 years. It took me to get 15 certifications, international certs by the way, and I continue to educate myself, and I plan on getting more certifications. I do have clients that are just everyday people, who want to get in shape, and I also have celebrity clients, one of which is Busta Rhymes. I don't want to drop a lot of names. Founded Calisthenic Kingz in 2007. We met online through YouTube, and we correspond through YouTube. She liked my videos. I think she had my DVD, and she was interested in being a part of Calisthenic Kingz. Now, I hadn't seen any videos of her, and I didn't know what she could do. So I figured it would be cool to just ask her if she could do anything she saw in my videos, then she could be a part of Calisthenic Kingz. And she put a video together doing things that I couldn't even do. So I had to bow my hat and of course let her be a part of Calisthenic Kingz, and she's been a blessing to Calisthenic Kingz. Personal workout consists of calisthenics, which is natural body weight exercising, using my body's resistance to build itself. Now, when I train my clients, I don't use that form, but I personally use that form. And people always ask me and say, how can you gain muscle mass by doing just calisthenics and not using weights? How you gain muscle mass is by using something like a weight vest, or you use ankle weights. You incorporate that into your push-ups, pull-ups, dips, and various natural body weight exercises, and with that added weight, it helps mass the muscle, which is what actually free weights or machinery at the gym does. It's the way you design the programs with using just your natural body weight. Now, a lot of the things you see in my videos are things that the average person won't even attempt to do because they feel they can't do it. Doesn't mean that they can't, it's just that they feel that they may not be able to do one day. I've had a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to be able to do handstand push-ups one day or a human flag, and that's not true. If you put your mind to it and you set out for that to be your goal, and you live by our 4D system, which is drive, dedication, determination, and discipline, you can definitely do it. But how calisthenics can help you achieve, can be beneficial for weight loss, is setting up intense short drills where you're not using any weight, you're just using your body weight. Like I've set up a lot of programs that I use to train my clients. Like I may have them do what I call a 5 down. 5 down is doing 5 jumping jacks, 5 mountain climbers, and 5 push-ups. Now, but you do it all in sync. You never stop until you get to 1. So you do jumping jacks, mountain climbers, push-ups, all in one sync, and you do that drill from 5 to 1. It brings up your heart rate, it burns calories, you're working all the muscles in your body by doing it. Your legs, you're working the leg muscles in the lower body, you're working all the muscles in the upper body by doing mountain climbers, just as well as legs. You're working your core doing mountain climbers, you're doing your working your arms, your back, and all doing push-ups. Foods I suggest eating that are high in protein. Fish, salmon basically is really good for you and it's high in protein. A lot of seafoods are high in protein, chicken, vegetables, Even red meat is high in protein. I personally don't eat red meat, but I do, when I set up diets for my clients, I do incorporate lean meats, lean red meats and so on. I eat 4 large meals a day. It's between actually 4 and like 6, depending on how busy my day is. Now, it can consist of, depending on what I feel like eating. For breakfast, I may have 6 egg whites, 2 slices of dry whole wheat toast, or I may have a bowl of oatmeal, banana, and maybe a yogurt. Those are just 2 separate meals, breakfast meals. So if I have that and something like that in the morning for breakfast, for lunch I have like a grilled chicken sandwich, or I may have tuna melt. That's tuna with cheese melted on top, the regular toppings, on whole wheat toast or on rye. That's, lunch. Like, I don't use protein powders or anything like that. I came up with my own remedy, which is a meal in a liquid form. It fills me up before. You can use it as a post or pre-workout. I take a banana, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and I use either goat milk or almond milk. And I put it in the blender and blend it up. And that's actually, you got your potassium, your protein, your carbs, your fiber, everything in that. So that usually does it for me. And then for dinner, which I try to eat dinner before 9 o'clock, at the max 10 o'clock. If I don't eat dinner by 10 o'clock, then I'm not doing dinner, I'm just doing water for the rest of the night. But for dinner, I may have salmon with greens. Could be collard greens, could be kale, could be spinach, could be cabbage, something like that for dinner. So that's pretty much.
So eating after 6 o'clock is a myth. Like, people that stop eating at 6 o'clock, it's a myth.
Yeah, I believe so. Now, here's what I do. After 4 p.m., I don't intake any carbs. Like, my diet is high protein, low to no carbs, but all my carbs are usually stopped after 4 p.m. I don't do any carbs.
Let's see.
Unless, and let me say this. Carbs, every food that you put in your mouth has some type of protein, carbs, good fats, or whatever in it. So, but strictly food with carbs, like that's high in carbs and starch, like potatoes, bread, and all that, would not do that after 4 p.m. The 6 p.m., that's a myth. First off, let's start with the book. The book I have is an e-book. However, I am working on a hard copy book, which I've been working on since 2009. So, be on the lookout for that. As far as my DVDs, personal training and working out with the type of training that I was seeing being done got boring to me, and I figured, like, what can I do to get my form of training out there in front of millions of people? How can I do it? The best way would be to come up with a DVD. Now, when I initially did my first DVD, it wasn't intended, I didn't intend to do it to get all types of recognition and anything like that. I just intended to do it to show people something different, gain their interest in a different form of fitness without using weights, which I found to be incredible, and so did people out there that saw it. And when I did my DVDs, it's like, after I did the first one, I got such an overwhelming response. It pretty much took off from there. So I just wanted to continue doing DVDs to show people, because I built up an audience at that point, and show people different ways that they can work out without having to pay for expensive gym memberships if they couldn't afford it, or just working out at home or in your local park or anywhere for that matter where you can just use your own body resistance. 2012 calendar. I'm putting together some pictures of some exclusive pictures that I took maybe last year or early this year, early this year, and some pictures that I'm gonna take prior to the shooting of this interview, and they're gonna be in my 2012 calendar. It's gonna be exclusive photos of me that people have not seen, and they're gonna love. The women will love it. www.Calisthenics Kingz, that's CalisthenicsKingz.net. Calisthenickingz.net. You can find out about us as a group. You can find out, read our individual bios, my DVDs. I have all my DVDs there. I have a forum you can join, and on the forum you can ask questions, you can interact with other members and so on, other fitness professionals. You can also find me on Facebook. That's not hard. You can go to YouTube through my website. You go to my website, you see the icon for YouTube. My Twitter and everything is there. But you can find me at twitter.com/calisthenics.